Street Genius, Part 11. And in a strange way, this is liberating. We no longer need to give a fuck about everything. Life is just what it is. We accept it, warts and all. We realize that we're never going to cure cancer or go to the moon or feel Jennifer Aniston's tits. And that's okay. Life goes on. We reserve our ever dwindling fucks for the most truly fuck-worthy parts of our lives. Our families, our best friends, our golf swing, and to our astonishment, this is enough. The simplification eventually makes us are really fucking happy on the consistent basis, and we start to think maybe that crazy alcoholic buck of whiskey was onto something. Don't try. So, Mark, what the fuck is the point of this book anyway? This book will help you think a little bit more clearly about what you're choosing to find important in life and what you're choosing to find unimportant in the life. I believe that today we're facing psychological epidemic, one in which people no longer realize it. It's okay for things to suck sometimes. I know that sounds intellectually lazy on the surface, but I promise you it's life death sort of an issue. It's a life death sort of an issue. Because we believe that it's not okay for things to suck sometimes, then we unconsciously start blaming ourselves. We start to feel as though something is inherently wrong with us, which drives us to all the sorts of overcompensation, like buying 40 pairs of shoes or downing Xanax with vodka, chaser on Tuesday night, or shooting up a school bus full of kids. The belief it's not okay to be inadequate sometime is the source of the growing feedback loop from hell that is coming to dominate our culture. The idea of not giving a fuck is a simpler way of reorienting our expectations for life and choosing what is important and what is not. Developing ability leads to something I like to think as a kind of practical enlightenment. No, not that airy fairy eternal bliss, end of all suffering, bullshitty kind of enlightenment. On the contrary, I see practical enlightenment as becoming comfortable with the idea that some suffering is always inevitable, that no matter what you do, life is comprised of failures, loss, regrets, and even death. Because once you become comfortable with all even death, because once you become comfortable with all that shit that life throws at you, and it will throw a lot of shit, trust me, you become invincible in a sort of low level spiritual way. After all, the only way to overcome pain is to first learn how to bear it.